Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is Tariq. Today our topic is supply analysis. In this section we will focus on the behavior of the supplier, one who is manufacturing goods and services and supply to the market for sale to earn money, or we can say we will focus on the force of supply, as well as we will learn about the factors due to which the quantity supplied change and the supply curve change its position, shift upward or shift down. We are starting our supply analysis chapter from the very first topic. What is law of supply? Law of supply is one microeconomic principle or microeconomic theory. According to this law, there is positive relationship between the price of the particular commodity and the quantity supplied of that particular commodity. That if the price of the particular commodity increase, supply of that particular commodity will also increase, means producer will try to produce more. But if the price of the particular commodity decrease, so producer will also decrease the supply of that commodity, keeping other things constant. What are the other factors? Like input factors, prices, like technology, number of sellers, seasonal changes, future expectations, war, etc., etc. Now, what is the reason of this positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied of that particular commodity? The major reason is profit margin. When the price of the particular commodity increase and the cost of production is same, input factor prices does not change. So at this time, when price of the commodity increase but cost of production is same, prices of the raw material is same, energy prices are same, transportation cost is same, but price of the commodity in the market increase, so profit margin for the producer increase and capacity of the producer will increase to produce more. Producer can hire more labor, more capital, more raw material, and he can increase the quantity supply. So that is why there is positive relationship between the price of any particular commodity and quantity supplied of that particular commodity. Why we are keeping these other things constants when we are defining the law of supply? So the reason is this, that if these things also change as the price change, then law of supply is fail, it's not working. For example, suppose I'm saying that input factors prices. When the price of the commodity increase double in the market, but at the same time the input factors prices, cost of production also double. So when price double, revenue of the company increase, but at the same time cost of production also double. So the capacity of the producer will remain same, it does not increase. There is no more profit for the producer to hire more labor, to hire more capital, more raw material and increase the supply. Producer cannot do this because as the prices double, at the same time input prices also double, cost of production also double. That is why law is fail. Law was this, that when the price increase, producer has to increase the supply. In here price double, but because of the cost of production also double, producer does not have the capacity to produce more, and that is why law fail. Or for example, I'm saying that number of suppliers. Law of supply is this, that when the price increase, so quantity supply will increase. Suppose the number of companies increase in any particular commodity, at the same time price is same, but when the number of companies increase, automatically quantity supply will increase. So again law fail. Law was this, that when price increase, producer will produce more. In here price is same, but number of suppliers increase, number of companies increase. Many companies are manufacturing that product now, so automatically quantity supply increase, and again law fail. So that is why we are saying that law of supply, when the price of any particular commodity increase, the quantity supply of that particular commodity will increase, but keeping other things constants. When these things will not change, then law of supply is true. But if these things also change, so law of supply will fail. And we are assuming that these factors like input factor, prices, technology, number of companies, expectations, seasonal changes, war, these will remain same. This is assumption. In the real life, we cannot keep these things fixed. Now we are coming toward the supply table. Supply table describe the different quantities producer supply at different prices. Different quantities supplied at different prices. As this is very clear from the table, when the price is 1, at that time quantity supply is 12. And when the price increased to 2, the quantity supply increased to 14. So there is positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied. This is also very clear from the data table, that price is also increasing and quantity supply is also increasing. Both variables are moved in the same direction. What is supply curve? Supply curve show positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied. When we plot these values, price and quantity supplied, and different quantities supplied at different prices, supply curve show this data table in a graph form and show the positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied, that as price increased from 1 to 2, supply also increased from 12 to 14. This is very clear from the graph also. Now we are switching toward the different determinants due to which the quantity supply change. The different factors due to which the quantity supply will increase or decrease. Determinants of the quantity supplied. In this section, we will discuss about the factors due to which the quantity supplied change in the market. The very first factor, that is price. As price increase, quantity supply of the particular commodity will increase, and as price decrease, quantity supplied of the particular commodity will decrease. We discussed this in the law of supply in detail, and the major reason of this positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied, that is profit margin. The second one, input factors prices, means cost of production. If input factors prices rise, so quantity supplied of a particular commodity will fall, and if input prices decrease, so quantity supplied of a particular commodity will increase. Means if the input factors got expensive, these are expensive, now automatically capacity of the producer will produce more. For example, Mr. Hidayat is manufacturing ice cream, and the prices of the input factors like sugar, like milk, like flavor, like sugar, like chocolate, like labor, machinery, building, office, house, the prices of these inputs increase, but the price of the ice cream is same in the market. So when the cost of production is more, the cost of production double, but the price of the ice cream in the market is same, it means the profit margin of the producer will decrease. Capacity of the producer to produce more will decrease. Producer cannot hire more labor, cannot hire more capital, cannot hire more raw material. Automatically his capacity to produce more will reduce and supply will decrease, and that is why supply curve will shift backwards. So input factor prices, cost of production. If the input prices rise, so quantity supplied of a particular commodity will fall, and if the inputs prices decrease, so quantity supplied of a particular commodity will increase. So it means cost of production is another factor due to which the quantity supply of any particular commodity change, increase or decrease. The third one, technology. If the company is using advanced technology, new innovations, so the company can reduce cost of production, can save the time, and can reduce the huge labor cost of production. So when the cost of production will decrease by using advanced technology, capacity of the producer will increase, and producer can increase supply, can produce more, he can hire more labor, more capital and more raw material. For example, Ford company is manufacturing the car manually. So the company carry thousands of employees and providing them accommodation facility, medical facility, transportation facility, labor union problem. So cost of production is very high, and this is manual manufacturing. So output quantity produced, that is very small. If the company use robots to manufacture, to assemble car, now the company is assembling in 2-3 minutes a car. So the company fired out thousands of labor, and this new robot, this advanced machinery, reduce the labor and reduce the huge labor cost. So when the labor cost, huge cost decrease, capacity of the producer to hire more raw material, to hire more machinery will increase, and capacity to produce more will also increase. So advanced technology is also the reason due to which the quantity supply change in the market. Price of the motor car is same, but now the company, Ford company, is manufacturing more motor cars because the company is using advanced robot system. Now we are proceeding toward the number of suppliers. This is also one factor due to which the quantity supply increase. If the number of companies increase, at the same price of the commodity, supply will also increase. Number of companies increase, price does not change, but supply increase. The law was this, that when price increase, supply will increase. In here, price is same, price does not change, but number of companies increase, and that is why quantity supplied will also increase. The next one, future expectations. If supplier is expecting that the price of a particular commodity will rise in the near future, so he will manufacture and stock the quantity in the warehouse currently. As a result, supply will decrease in the market. Future expectations mean if Mr. Hidayat, he is a cement dealer, he is supplying cement. He is thinking that in the near future, price of the cement will rise in the new budget when the government of Afghanistan will announce after the 2 or 3 months. Now currently he will manufacture ice cream and stock this in the warehouse, and when after 3 months the price of cement increase, he will increase supply. So currently price does not decrease, but Mr. Hidayat decrease the quantity supply of cement to the market. So its mean future expectation is also one factor due to which the quantity supply change. Now we are coming toward the changes in quantity supply. Changes in quantity supply, economists divide into 2 types. One is extension and contraction, in a decrease in quantity supply. So when the quantity supply change because of the change in price of the particular commodity, this is called extension and contraction of quantity supplied. Mostly and immediately, quantity supplied change because of the change in price of the particular commodity. If the price increase, quantity supplied will increase because the profit margin is high, but if the price decrease, quantity supply will decrease. Movement is along the supply curve, supply table and supply curve will remain same. Now we are coming toward the shift in supply curve, when the quantity supplied change because of the factors other than price of the particular commodity, like input factors, prices, technology, number of suppliers, war, seasonal changes, future expectations. Supply curve will change its position and will shift upward or downward. Shift in supply curve means when the supply curve change its position. and supply curve will change its position when the quantity supply change, not because of price. It changed because of the factors other than price, and the factors are number of input prices, technology, war, number of companies, future expectations, seasonal changes. Because of these factors, when quantity supply change, supply curve will shift upward or downward, and it will change its position. Suppose we are putting one example, increase in the cost of production. As the cost of production increase, capacity of the producer to produce more will decrease because producer profit will reduce, so his capacity to produce more will also decrease, and the supply curve will shift backward. But if the cost of production reduce, now the price is high and cost is low, profit margin is more, producer is earning more, his capacity to hire more labor, more raw material, more capital will increase, and he can produce more, and that is why quantity supply will increase at the same price, and producer will and supply curve will shift upward. Number of suppliers, as number of suppliers increase, quantity supplied will increase, and now seasonal changes during during the season, during harvesting season, automatically quantity supplied of the agriculture product will increase, so at the same price supply increase and supply curve will shift upward without change in price of the commodity. So when the quantity supply change because of the factors other than price, price will remain same, and quantity supply will change because of the other factors. Now we are proceeding toward the fourth chapter, that is market equilibrium, chapter number 4, market equilibrium. In this section, we will bring both buyers and seller together, because market carry two sides. One is forces of demand, and other is forces of supply, or we can say buyer and other seller. So when we bring them together, we will define the market equilibrium situation.